Before we get started, please be warned that this review contains spoilers for certain story elements from the first game, Mask of Deception, and this one to better explain things. Utawarerumono Mask of Truth is the continuation of what will happen to the nation of Yamato and the princess, Anju, after her father died and she was poisoned right away. This visual novel is taking a deeper and darker route as you take on a new identity as Yamato's Imperial Guard of the Right, Ashtor, to ensure the safety of both Yamato and Princess Anju. With your friends grieving your death, you tag along Haku's constant roller coaster of emotions as he is betraying them, making everyone think he is Ashtor and Haku died, but actually it is the complete opposite. With the help of your new sister Nikone, you take on your task and prepare yourself and your friends for civil war. During that time, Kuon left to go to her hometown to help with her grieving of Haku as well. Seeing her fight her own personal battles with herself, you can't help but feel invested in both her and Haku. There is a constant pull for them of what is right or wrong, having to betray their friends for the better of the nation and putting their own personal lives at risk every day to save someone else. Again, this game wastes no time in setting the tone that this is indeed going to be a crazy journey for the player to embark on. Even though this game is taking a more serious tone, they do break off a little and add some much needed humor into the story. The humor scenes were something we loved in Utawarerumono Mask of Deception, so we were happy that they continued it here. It also helps us connect with the party members even more. Although at times if someone were to walk in at the wrong time, it could be very awkward for both you and the other person because they don't hold back on the sexiness of the female characters. Between bath scenes, stripping your clothes because you keep losing a game, and so much more, you won't be disappointed if you like those types of humorous storylines. You will definitely want to play Utawarerumono Mask of Deception first to better understand the story in this one. They waste no time jumping into continuing the storyline with only spending very little time refreshing you on what happened before. They definitely did strategy role-playing games justice. By adding all new interactions in the battle, it made you feel so much more involved and you don't get bored with just pressing the X button to advance through every single battle. If you are using magic, they upgraded the way you use it by having to hold down the X button to charge the magic you are using. It deals more damage, and because of the fact you have to pay more attention to what you are doing, again, that little change makes all the difference. They also have a circle you have to pay attention to before and after your actions. They are very relaxed and forgiving on how long it takes you to hit the circle in the right spot each time, and depending on how good you do, then you can gain more experience after each turn. We also love that you have to dodge attacks yourself. They also added a bit of turn-based feel to the game, allowing you to see whose turn is next and vice versa. It really helps when you are trying to strategize what attacks or defense you are going to do next. With these changes, it makes the battles a lot more fun, which is great because there are a lot more in this game than the first one. Which makes sense if you think about it, because you are actually in a war. Throughout the emotional roller coaster ride this beautiful visual novel takes you on, the art style and graphics are not breathtaking, but just pretty average and not anything different than other visual novels, along with the music in the game. If you have been a fan of the series and have been following the story, you will not be disappointed. Even though throughout the game there are times when some of the characters will repeat themselves or some scenes seem drawn out longer than they need to be, it's not bad enough to where it takes away the joyful experience of the game. But you will definitely notice it over time. All in all, this is a great continuation of a great series. Even though the game is long, you will not feel like your time has been wasted. Not many visual novels can match up to the Utawarerumono series, and after playing the games, we can definitely understand why.